What is up, traders? Welcome back to the channel. First of all, I just want to say thank you all who have commented on my last video. I just want to say I really appreciate all the comments, and it feels really good to have that community, that kind of to have you guys kind of keep pushing forward. Really appreciate it, and so really big thank you to all of you who did. Yeah, as you also may know already, the Apex is doing the 90-day or 90% off evaluations, and that's 90% off the first months, and then 80% off the rest. If you could please use my code, I really appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it helps me out a lot, so really do appreciate it. But yeah, like I said, took a week off last week. Felt pretty good. Was back on Tuesday, could not trade on Monday. Was back on Tuesday. I was down $91, which is a-okay. You know, it's better than you know, 1100 or 600. So, but Wednesday was good. Yes, today was good as well. Tomorrow I can't trade because I had to open. And real quickly, so I just want to talk about what happened in this past couple weeks. And I think the first main reason is that I actually, like I said, have a full-time job, and sometimes I have to open in the morning. I have to be there at 4:30 in the morning, and that when I work at 4:30, I can't trade. I usually get off around 1, and sometimes I can trade from 1 to like maybe 2:30. But the problem is, I don't like trading at the end of the day, because if I make a mistake, I don't have enough time to kind of correct it, so to speak, or make the money back. But the main point was that I don't like when my job kind of gets in the way of my trading, because trading, even though I'm not making money off trading, right, I'm still learning, and I want to have as much time on the charts as possible, so I get to that point, to that consistency a lot quicker, right? Whether it's, you know, 6 months, year, to whatever it is, but I need to have as much time on the chart as possible. So that right there kind of makes me a little bit upset, because again, that takes away the time that I need from the charts. Again, that wasn't the main thing. So another thing that I kind of discovered, or maybe I should say thought about, is I started recording my trades, and I feel like when I record my trades, I feel like I had to perform in terms of, like, you know, good content and things like that, and instead of just kind of like be easy and just kind of like let the chart flow and let the price flow, and then, you know, look for setups and things like that, I was kind of a little bit under pressure, and yeah, so as you can clearly see, or whatever tell, I didn't record any of the trades. I was just basically just focusing on 100% on the chart, and that's it. And so far it's been working out pretty good. Was that the main thing? No, it wasn't. And also, I think it's also the fact that I wasn't really 100% focused on the price action and reading charts. I was taking really bad trades and things like that. So I think it was a combination of all those things that kind of led me to kind of like a snowball effect. So yeah, taking a break from that was really nice, and I'm really glad to be back on the charts, and really happy about these past couple of days. Yeah, ideally having a red day is okay, or maybe having a 2 or 3 red days a month is okay, but this right here is unacceptable. So especially when you're scalping, it's really bad. But anyways, so yeah, I think that was a combination of all those things. And I also started doing my setups in terms of like the mistakes and the actual setups. So I want to get a better understanding of like why am I losing money. Like, you know, for example, I can clearly see that I'm taking trades where there's no setup. Basically, no setup means impulse trade, right? I was impatient and I wanted to take a trade. So as you can clearly see, there's a few of those here. You know, like inside bars and shorting the top and midline, things like that. So it gives me a clear understanding what I need to look out for. So yeah, I was doing this past week, or this past couple days. So far so good. And you can clearly see the P&L curve is getting a little bit better. And of course, like I said, yeah, we're sitting at $2,000. I did pick up a couple evals as well myself. I mean, they're only $18, so that's a steal. So the number 44, that's the one I'm working on right now with Pats. This one right here, I've been actually kind of studying a different strategy in the background. I don't want to say necessarily new strategy, it's just a little bit something's different. I am still kind of utilizing some of those rules that Mac has for his strategy, but I'm kind of like implementing my own, so to speak. So it's something I've been looking at and trying to understand it for the past few months in the background, and I decided to kind of test it out on the eval, and I've been doing it this past couple days as well. And so far it's looking good. I like it. Again, I'm not getting my hopes up or anything like that. I just want to see if it's actually working. And like I said, so far it's been doing good. But this has only been 3 days, and it's nothing to be to be excited about. So, but like I said, the Pats is still good. $2,000 on the eval, and then we're 578 on the day, and around 870 on the other one. Again, this one I'm not paying attention too much on the PNL. I just want to see if the setups work and what the risk is and things like that. So again, I'm not really paying attention to this number. What really matters is the this one right here, the top one. Yeah. Anyways, so I guess I can talk about the trades from today. The first one was kind of lucky, and I actually had my my range a little bit wider, so I figured we'd bounce off the midline and maybe come back down, because you can clearly see we kind of can't break that midline. So I figured to take a stab. It was a failure, second entry level failure, and again, I just got a scalp out of that, and my runner got stepped out here. Second trade, it was a higher low, and since we have a break new low already in place, now we could have got a second leg down and test these lows. And once I entered the trade, I basically immediately got out, just because I checked there's not enough room for a scalp to the midline. So even though in the range, midline doesn't really matter, but it's a wide range, so you still should pay attention to the EMA. Let me back up. I meant to say EMA, not the midline. So yeah, not enough room to the EMA, and again, like I said, the EMA doesn't really matter, but it is a wide range. So if it was maybe tighter, I would probably ignore it. But yeah, in this example, I wanted to make sure I have enough room. And once I saw this bar right here, actually, I'm sorry, let me back up. So this green candle, I was looking at for a failure, because like I said, you might get a second leg down, maybe, but you can also clearly see there's a lot of support here as well. So I don't know, maybe take this, I don't know, maybe just take that off. But if you play as a failure, you would have barely enough to scalp out. So I don't know, a little choppy, congested. So, but the third trade was basically a triple test, and I actually moved my range up to here, and I saw 1, 2, and 3, enough room to the EMA, and just a scalp, no runner, nothing like that. And I figured we might test the highs. This is a failure here. I did not like it just because it's congested, it's sideways, the EMA is flat. I like nothing here. And then we have a break new high in place. I was hoping we'd test these highs, which eventually we did, but I was looking for a short around this area. And there's a triple test here. We're kind of in a range here, like a smaller range here. Let me just extend this. You can see the range here. So you short in the top, which is a good sign, but again, I was hoping the price might come back here, but it never did. But anyways, and that's it for me. That's it for the day. But like I said, so far so good. Tomorrow I can't trade. I did talk to my manager about putting me on the closing shifts, and so hopefully he said he'll work with me. So big thanks to him. So hopefully not next week, but the following week I should be able to trade more consistently throughout the week. But anyways, that's my story. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.